to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the special report for you today. The UFOs have been coming in and we're going to share it with you right now. Brent's in the Hollywood Hills. I'm in Turkey on location and we're going to be doing some special reports, but let's get to the first UFO right in. Take a look at this.
Here looks like a triangle.
It is a triangle with a red light in the middle.
Wow. Wow, that's a weird looking craft.
It is. The red light is right in the center of the triangle. That's unusual. That is weird. Now this is where you need to zoom in.
Something right beside us here. There's stuff moving in the bushes beside us.
That is amazing.
It didn't have a tail, that's what I noticed.
No.
All right, Blake, yeah, we're just getting started here right at third phase. Everybody smash that thumbs up. What did this woman capture? We're getting a good look. Take a look at the video on the right. We're stabilizing it. We're getting a better look at this possible triangle-shaped craft. Look at that red light pulsating right in the middle, and you can see it. It does look like a structure. Definitely, in my opinion, one piece, and it looks triangular, like the woman's saying. The guy's, he's in shock. He's going, wow. And she's moving in a better position to try and, just get the best shot she could. She says, basically, I guess this was the max that she could zoom in. But right there on the left, we're adding a little bit more scale, and you can see definitely more structure on the craft. And this is indeed 100% legitimate footage. In my opinion, what we're looking at is authentic. It just screams authentic. Look at this thing. It's just cruising, not going very fast, and it doesn't look like your typical airplane. Absolutely not. Could it be some sort of drone? That's a possibility, but not one that you would get at Home Depot. This thing looks commercial grade, maybe even military grade. It has this kind of ominous look. I'm not sure, but these kind of remind me of the drones that were just flying over last year over New Jersey, and there's a plethora of them. They're there for almost 2 months straight, and they're still there. We don't know where they're coming from. Look at this thing, just high up there, maybe about 1,000 feet, my estimation. And again, this woman really got one of the best captures of something incredible. You did hear the guy in the background. He says, I don't see no tail on it. Yeah, it definitely, this is no kite. This is something else. We just don't know. It's an unidentified flying triangular object. That's all I know. All right, everybody, all at once, let's just smash that thumbs up. Let's get the YouTube algorithm kicking off. We're just getting started tonight, so more videos just coming in. This is good stuff right here.
All right, guys, I want to get your thoughts on what you think that UFO sighting was. Let me tell you, we're scratching our heads. We have no idea. That's why we call it a UFO. Like I said, right here at Third Phase Moon, we've been receiving all kinds of videos from around the world. We've got another one for you right now. Take a look.
They're low. 3 of them.
Dang, this is amazing video right here. Holy crap, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 orbs kind of just igniting right there, actually charging up. I thought those were the helicopters, but right behind it there's a fleet of, I'm not sure, military helicopters. I do believe they're Black Hawks, and maybe a police helicopter in pursuit of these orbs right over a neighborhood. This person captured one of the best shots of the conflict, what's going on in the skies. Or is it a possible escort? We don't know. Right now we're looking at ET in conjunction with military right over the United States. And it's not, this is a serious footage right here. These aren't Chinese lanterns. Look at these things. They're in a straight line. These things are in flight of intelligence. And then you got the, I believe, military Black Hawk helicopters in pursuit. And I do believe that might be a military or a police helicopter behind. You're seeing the FAA light on it. Again, just right over the neighborhood. These things are moving. I'm maybe about 75 miles an hour, maybe a little faster, 100. Look at this. It reminds me of the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when a neighborhood gets lit up and the civilians, these are the people that are going to be capturing disclosure. And this is some of the best footage I've seen this year right now. I remember we've been seeing helicopters in pursuit of 2 orbs. We just shared that like a couple weeks ago, but this is a fleet of 4 of them and much more military presence. And these things, they're in hot pursuit. The helicopters aren't hot pursuit, in my opinion. I don't believe it's an escort. I'm thinking they don't know what the heck this is, and we're not getting any reports. Nobody, this should be on mainstream news right now being covered, but guess what? We're sharing it right here at Third Phase, and appreciate everybody joining us. I'm here in Hollywood Hills, Blake's in Turkey. We're doing this in real time. All these videos just came into us today, and we're just rocking it, trying to get the information out to you guys. And it's your support, subscribing and smashing that thumbs up and leaving a comment. It really helps get jumpstart this channel. Okay, let's go.
All right, guys, let me tell you, the UFO videos, they've been coming in at a fast rate of speed, and the world is watching the skies, and we want to get your thoughts on this next one. Let me tell you, we have our heads scratching on this. Take a look.
¿Viste la vaina? Mierda. Se desaparecieron, mira.
Yo no estoy loca, mira, Ana, mírate, loquito, ya va. Yo también lo estoy grabando, pero espera. ¿Qué loco? Mira, están los dos. Mira el otro. ¿Qué apareció el otro, ese mal parido? No, ningún mal parido, no empecé hablando. Ay, bueno, no mal parido, pero qué loco, mira. ¿Qué es eso, vale? Ahora son 2 ojos. 2 platillos. Mamá, bueno, son 2 platillos. No, vale, ¿qué es eso? Claro que sí. Mira lo que yo, dueño, tú eres gafas, no estamos locas. No estamos locas, mira. No, vale, no creo. ¿Que no crees, Catalina? Mira. Catalina, grábalo bien, que estás haciendo el programa. Mami, ¿qué estoy haciendo? Mónica, míralo. Yo lo puedo. Dios Padre Celestial. Mira. ¡Hola! ¿Qué mío? No, ya va. ¿Te presentes completo, por favor? Sí, porque yo lo quiero ver de cerquita. ¿Pero qué me viene hoy? ¿Quién te va a venir a visitar? Hoy era el día. Mamá, ahí viene. Con la vaina de ahí viene Malporillo. Espérate, que venga. Ahí viene, Mónica. Padre, mira cómo están los dos. ¿Qué es eso? Ahora se va a desaparecer. No se haga desaparecer. O son drones, o sea, ¿cómo me vas a decir que son drones? ¿Qué están mal lejos? Espérate, tenemos que estar muy pronto. Ven, te pido de manera que te pongas aquí. Mira cómo le dan los perros. Han pasado de gringo. Marica, yo sabía que algún día yo me tenía que encontrar una experiencia así tan brutal como esta. Están subiendo. Pero ¿por qué van tan lento? Es que nosotros vamos a pegar aquí. ¿Qué pasa? Están subiendo, no tan lento, están subiendo. Yo sabía que yo algún día me tenía que encontrar esta vaina. Marica, la luz me escandila. Doña Papi mueve.
All right, let's play this one again. This is interesting. These UFOs are at quite some distance over the skyline, the city skyline there. Yeah, I'm digging this sighting. Let's just watch this again as these people are filming it. Again, these things are far away, but they don't look like planes. They don't look like incoming planes. And then they kind of separate and just kind of morph out. They just disappeared right there. Incredible. Could there be maybe some sort of haze in the sky that's, hiding it? But Here we go. Let's just watch this again. We're seeing the lights. And these people, I'm pretty sure they know their surrounding area and they think this is something a little different. And then you see these other lights popping up. Now we got two objects that kind of materialize out of nowhere. And they're kind of side by side. I'm not sure if they're approaching or if they're hovering right over that city skyline there. Are they moving towards us? They're not drones, in my opinion. They're not. They'd be way too big, because these would be the size of probably a school bus or maybe even bigger. And we got two of them just there hovering over probably about 150 feet, 200 feet off the ground, and they're just floating like your typical flying saucer. Two illuminated discs. Is that what we're looking at? Okay, now we're getting a little better look. Look how they're just separating it. First we had the first sighting, and this one it keeps going. I wish, let's just get it closer. I like that look right there. That's getting, this was impressive. I like this footage a lot. Focus on the UFO. Let's go. Zoom in on it, please. I want to see that one more time, because that really showcased some strangeness. This doesn't look like flares dropping down from the sky too, and we don't even see no plane leaving the area which would have launched it, or anything military of that sort. These things are just hovering up there, illuminated. They're not falling, they're not descending either, and they're not getting bigger. They're just kind of remaining the same size. That's why I believe that these are stationary objects. Let's get a more of a close-up of this action. Let's see, let's get them in frame. There they are. This, it's a little shaky in the beginning, but once he grabbed hold of it, she kept it pretty steady. All right, here's a point where it morphed out, and then she gets that second angle because I think it reappeared, and this is where it gets pretty classy. I like the close-up. I'm just zooming in up a little bit. I don't want to get anybody all jitters with the shaky camera, but we do get, again, another highlight of these two objects just hovering there. There's no approach. These aren't planes landing in for for some runway at some airport. No, these things just stay up there, kind of right next to each other. I'm wondering if they're partnering up, or are they pretty much in the same vicinity, maybe one a little farther away. I'm not sure, but we're looking at lights that really, I don't see no FAAs. These aren't drones. You don't see any sort of anything else that's conventional. This seems kind of unconventional. What's your opinion, guys? Leave it in the comments below. Like I said, we got a ton of UFOs that came into Third Phase of Moon. This week's I think we received about 100 UFOs. We're just showing the best, and this is a good one right here. And smash that thumbs up. Again, I'm up here in Hollywood Hills. Let's hear where you're all joining us from. This is great. We're loving this episode. Blake's coming in right now and reporting from Turkey. That's pretty badass too. And we got some more kick-ass footage coming in for you guys tonight. We're just getting started. So what's your thoughts? What are these lights here above the skyline? I'm pretty intrigued on this sighting right here. What's your opinion?
I tell you, the UFO videos, they've been coming in at a fast rate of speed, and the world is watching the skies, and we want to get your thoughts on this next one. Let me tell you, we have our heads scratching on this. Take a look.
Let's roll this again. I like this. We're having a duality effect of two unidentified flying objects. This thing almost looks biological. You're seeing these two tentacle tails drifting and kind of stretching off in the distance of this capture at 30,000 feet from a passenger from a commercial airliner. And they're baffled. They don't know what this is. We've seen effects like this over the decades of receiving videos from the public, but this one is a little different. Sometimes in European countries they use different kind of they'll use a different kind of fuel, and some of it might be a little bit more dirty, that kicks off these kind of more of these black chemtrails, you could say. But we're looking at this. I'm not sure, is that two aircraft or unidentified flying objects connected to each other, extruding these tails? I'm not sure. This is strange. And look how long it stretches. It does look biological right in the beginning. It makes you wonder. I'm looking at it right in the center top. Are these two vehicles, two aircraft up there in the sky in tandem, creating this bank and this kind of weird maneuver? Because some of these videos, the plane might be arcing and doing almost this kind of banking maneuver, which creates this kind of turn and parallax of what we're looking at here. I'm not quite sure, but right in the beginning, it's just curious. It makes you wonder what's happening there in the skies. And if I saw this outside of my cockpit window at 30,000 feet, I'm gonna film it, because you just don't know what it is, and we're analyzing it right here at Third Phase of Moon, because that's what we do, and we'd love to hear your opinion on what do you think this is. And we do read every comment that's posted on our channel, and we just love it. And get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, and let's go. We want to hear what you guys have to say, the world. It's just great.
All right, guys, I want to get your thoughts on what you think that UFO sighting was. Let me tell you, we're scratching our heads. We have no idea. That's why we call it a UFO. Like I said, right here at Third Phase Moon, we've been receiving all kinds of videos from around the world. We've got another one for you right now. Take a look.
All right, we need to watch this again. This is indeed impressive footage. Look at this. The color of lights do not match any drone that I'm familiar with. It has this kind of limeish yellow color, and it seems to be approaching the cameraman on top of a building. And this is legitimate footage. No AI, no CGI, none of the videos that we're sharing on Third Phase Moon. Oh, look at that. It just vanished and reappeared. Look at that. It almost seems to morph into one ball. Let's get a close-up of this again. There goes a bird. I like that because it just adds authenticity to what we're looking at right here. And then it turns white. You could almost see it pitch, and then it just blinks out of existence, and then it pops back up. It almost looked like it moved from a little right to left at a jump. Let's roll this video again. This is cool. I'm gonna get a close-up of this. All right, this is cool. We're seeing that bright orb, kind of like the third one to the left. It's more pulsating. It seems like it's charged up a little bit more, and I just like that it's floating up there. These aren't drones, guys. These are something that I believe are something. It's a phenomenon. Could it be something otherworldly or something internally? It could be. They could be coming from Earth. They could be coming, from deep beneath our oceans or deep within our Earth's crust. they could have been here all along, and they're just showcasing themselves over the past, millennia. They've been here forever, it seems, and we're looking at something strange. Look how it just kind of pulsates, this white orb, and then it just disappears. I do believe it did make a little jump. What's your opinion? Do you see that? Because it was there kind of center frame, and as soon as it blinked back on, it moved to the left. I don't think, people might say, could this be a reflection within the window, and this could be some sort of hoax? I'm looking at it. This thing seems far away. The parallax is legit. That's off in the distance and not something being reflected on the window, in my opinion. Some people might have theirs, but and I just like that part where it just disappears. And watch when it jumped. I know it does seem to have, took a little leap right there to the left. All right, we got new stuff, new videos. It's all coming in. It just doesn't stop. And we do have a new documentary that's coming out June 24th, and we're excited to share that coming up. And we're just going to share that trailer in a bit and come back with more UFOs. But what's your thoughts, guys? What's going on here with this UFO? I'd love to hear it. Good videos tonight.
Asymmetric Disclosure. It's our latest documentary coming out worldwide June 24th. It's going to be available worldwide. Let me tell you, it's going to be off the hook. Dr. Greer has some explosive information in this new documentary. Take a look at the trailer right now.
You're either on the side of the law or you're not.
The only way you're going to get to it is somebody at that executive level that says enough is enough, cut the money off, bring these people in, let's go.
This is not to be talked about any further. And if you do, something can happen.
All we need is one to be accurate. And this whole concept of UFO crash retrieval non-existing completely falls apart.
Everybody wants to be in there. Can you give any kind of sneak peek of what that's like?
That organization has had the ability since the 60s to hit a button and simulate an alien attack on the planet using these technologies.
Serious questions tonight amid a growing number of drone sightings.
How do you set up a believable false flag and operations that looks like it's alien when it isn't?
So when it happens, they're not shocked, they're not stunned. They can say, oh, we knew this was going to happen.
Which is potentially the most dangerous, where they're talking about quote unquote catastrophic disclosure.
They put it into secrecy, they deny, and then they shut the people up.
And the president doesn't know about. That is an existential threat to humanity.
Either you're on the side of the law or you're not. Love that line. Yeah, Asymmetric Disclosure, June 24th, 2025. It's going to be a big one. We can't wait to share this groundbreaking documentary with the big people that are, it's off the hook who's in here. Let me just pull in the new videos that just dropped into us tonight, and everybody joining us, we appreciate it. We're just going to go over these, and I'm going to be there in the chat room, Blake as well, as we go over these UFOs, and we want to chime in and hear what you got to say. That's what it's all about. Okay, I'll catch you on the back end of the show and catch up with you in just a bit.
Hello. 3 of them.
¿Viste la vaina? Mierda. Ah, se desaparecieron, mira.
Yo no estoy loca, mira aquí. Mana, mírate, loquito. Ya va. Ahí está. Yo también lo estoy grabando, pero espera. ¿Qué loco? Mira, están los dos. Mira el otro. Apareció el otro, ese mal parido. No, ningún mal parido, no te está hablando. Ay, bueno, no mal parido, pero qué loco, míralo. ¿Qué es eso, vale? Ahora son dos platillos. Mamá, bueno, son dos. No vale, ¿qué es eso? Claro que sí. Mira lo que yo, doña, tú eres gafas. Mana, se ha pegado, vale. No estamos locos, mira. No vale, no creo. ¿Qué no crees, Catalina? Mira. Catalina, grábalo bien, que estás haciendo. Mami, ¿qué estoy haciendo? Míralo. Yo lo puedo. Dios Padre Celestial. ¡Hola! ¿Qué pasó? No, ya va. Sí, porque yo lo quiero ver de cerquita. ¿Pero qué me viene hoy? ¿Quién te va a venir a visitar? Hoy era el día. Mamá, ahí viene. Con la vaina de la. Ahí viene mal padre. Espérate, que vengo. Ahí viene, marica. Padre, mira cómo están los dos. ¿Qué es eso? Mira, se va a desaparecer. No se haga desaparecer. O son drones, o sea, ¿cómo me vas a decir que son drones? ¿Qué tamaño es? Espérate, que viene más cerca. Creo que te estima. Ven, te pido de manera que te pongas aquí. Mira cómo le dan los perros. Han pasado el link. Marica, yo sabía que algún día yo me tenía que encontrar una experiencia así tan brutal como esta. Están subiendo. Pero porque van tan lento, es que nosotros vamos a pegar, ¿qué pasa? Están subiendo, no tan lento, están subiendo. Yo sabía que yo algún día me tenía que encontrar esta vaina. Marica, la luz me escandila. Coño, papi, mueve.
¿Viste la vaina? Mierda. Ah, se desaparecieron, mira.
Yo no estoy loca. Mana, mírate, loquito. Ya va. Ahí está. Yo también lo estoy grabando, pero espera. ¿Qué loco? Mira, están los dos. Mira el otro. Apareció el otro, ese mal parido. No, ningún mal parido, no te está hablando. Ay, bueno, no mal parido, pero qué loco, mira. ¿Qué es eso, vale? Ahora son dos platillos. Mamá, bueno, son dos platillos. No vale, ¿qué es eso? Claro que sí. Mira lo que yo, doña, tú eres gafas. Mana, se ha pegado, vale. No estamos locos, mira. No vale, no creo. ¿Qué no? Tiene mal favorito. Espérate que veo. Hola, marica. ¿Cómo me vas a decir que son drones? ¿Qué tamaño son? Espérate. Mira cómo ladran los perros. Marica, yo sabía que algún día yo me tenía que encontrar una experiencia así tan brutal como esta. Están subiendo. Pero porque va tan lento, es que nosotros vamos a pegar aquí. ¿Qué pasa? Están subiendo, no tan lento, están subiendo. Yo sabía que yo algún día me tenía que encontrar esta vaina. Marica, la luz me escandila.
If you've captured anything amazing, submit it to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. My email is in the description below. Don't hesitate. See something, grab your camera and start filming it. Upload it to social media, copy paste that link to my email. That's the thing to do. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Blake Cousins. We'll see you next time.